everybody's the Racetrack Ladies.
We are coming to you live from Daytona Beach.
All right.
We've had a fun night.
We had a very fun night tonight. So we went to the Partners for Paws event.
Yes, we did.
Oh, I love this event.
I do too. I recommend it for anybody who's ever thought about going to an event for NASCAR.
Yes. Well, while we were there, let me see, they had great food. There's alcohol. My favorite. No, I'm just kidding.
We didn't have any.
No, but they also had autograph signings. Greg Biffle was there with his wife, Nicole, and Ryan Newman with his wife, Chrissy.
And then I turned around and there's Mike Helton standing right there.
Just standing right there.
Hey!
Hello!
I'm thinking, dude, get in the buffet line. It's good food.
He was looking.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
But it was really cool because it benefits the NASCAR Foundation, the Greg Biffle Foundation, the Ryan Newman Foundation. So
a lot of foundations.
Yeah, so a lot of money goes towards all of that.
What I found interesting is that NASCAR Foundation, I think last year donated $3.5 million to over 400, I think they said, charities, I think, across the United States. And I was very impressed by that, and I'm glad to give to NASCAR Foundation.
And we do our part to donate.
And of course, NASCAR Day is coming up, so everyone be sure and get your pin.
Yes.
So, but while we were there, what did we do?
We got to, so they have two things. They have silent auctions, which you go around to the different tables, they have different things, and you can sign up for silent auctions, or you can do the real stress test and do the live auction.
Well, before that, we got, I think, a calendar, and we got it signed by both the drivers.
This is my calendar. I got it signed by Greg Biffle, and, well, I got it signed by all four. They were all there.
That's the wives and the
Nicole and Chrissy.
Look, I like this. The wives and the husbands.
So I've got my calendar for 2009. I'm all excited.
Yes.
We're very excited. I got mine too, and I feel as though I donated, besides buying the ticket to the event.
That's right.
And then we got to start bidding live.
We got to the live auction bidding stuff.
First off, we got our favorite number.
24.
That was our bid number, and so
we knew it was good luck right away.
Right. So what did we get? What did we get? Come on.
So okay, the biggest thing we got was back there. You see that helmet?
I'll be there in white.
That was the lovely helmet. It's signed by all sorts of drivers: Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Richard Petty, Ryan Newman, Casey Kane, Dale
David
Jr.,
Stremme, Rusty Wallace.
Yeah,
lots of drivers.
Really, really cool.
Oh, it was fun being my heart was pounding because I was going, you're not gonna win it. It was. I was stressed.
It was very stressful.
But it was fun. It wasn't my money.
It was a good donation. And then the next biggest thing that we got was that picture right back there, which is a picture of Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Chad Knaus, and Rick Hendrick from when Jimmy Johnson won his first Bud pole, and they all signed it. It's autographed.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
I got that one too.
And that one was fun to bid on because, again, it was fun bidding against other people and winning.
Yes, it was. We love to win. And then we got some other things like a David Reagan visor. He's my other favorite driver.
What do you have, Lady K?
I have a poster, a Jimmy Johnson poster.
Are you seeing
signed
a theme?
by Jimmy Johnson.
That's right, signed by Jimmy Johnson.
And then, because of the legacy of Jeff Gordon.
That's right, gotta have this.
We have... Oh, where are you? We have a Ray Evernham photo. Autographed.
From back in 1998 when Jeff Gordon won his championship. That would be his third championship he won in 1998.
So he needs to win one now because it's 10 years later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anniversary.
All right. So here's the deal. The Partners for Paws event, I think more people were there this year.
Seemed like it.
And it was very exciting. They had a lot of great items. I think more items than they had last year.
Great deals on a lot of items signed by drivers. Great deals.
Oh my gosh, I was freaking out. We were freaking out at how the deals were going, and I think some of it may have been attributed to the economy, but the other is that you're giving it to a good cause, and it's a tax write-off.
Right.
So
and they had some cute dogs there too.
Oh, the dogs!
Yeah. The dogs are really cute.
We have 6 dogs between us, so we couldn't take it.
That's a lot of dog.
Yeah. So it was a great event. We highly recommend it, and we'll be going again next year.
Yeah, every year we'll be going.
And if you are thinking about going, but you're kind of wondering, do I really want to spend my Wednesday night there? Go. You will have a lot of fun. There's a lot of people. There's great food, great dessert. Music. Chris Devoto was our mistress of ceremonies at the very beginning, and everybody knows her from Speed TV.
Yep.
And then the auctioneer guys came in, and these guys were there last year. They're pros. They're exciting to watch. They're fun to bid with.
Yes.
But if you're thinking about going, let me just tell you now, go. You'll have a great time.
Don't think twice. Just buy the ticket and go. You'll enjoy it.
And it's stuff from all the drivers. I mean, it's not just just Jeff Gordon.
Right.
Yes. That's just what I bought.
Yes.
There's
Dale
lots
Jr.
of Greg Biffle, Ryan Newman. There's Carl Edwards. There's Dale Jr. There's all kinds of drivers.
Yes.
I mean, Reed Sorensen.
Yes.
Yes.
There's everybody. Okay, so now we have our 17 drivers are racing into the 500 tomorrow.
It's going to be tense tomorrow, people.
The dualies.
The dualies.
Well, it was an interesting bit of information we got at the Partners for Paws from Greg Biffle, one-on-one conversation. He was telling us that he was a little, I don't know that he was frustrated, but that NASCAR kind of evened out the playing field between the 17 cars that had to qualify because they wanted it more balanced.
Right.
And so the normal traditional, E odd, even, that
They didn't do
out
that.
the window, honey, because they need to balance those 17 drivers that need to race in. And
But
so he thought,
what he said, which I thought was a great idea too.
just pick a ping pong ball and tell us where we
exactly.
qualified. Because
Tell us
come
where to
on,
go.
why waste all this money? It doesn't even really matter at Daytona.
That's right, because it doesn't matter where you start. It's
It
where
doesn't.
you finish.
It's right. First place. So it is going to be interesting dualies tomorrow.
Lots
We're
of
very
people trying to
excited.
get in the races. It'll be very exciting. These are some very exciting races.
But the biggest thing is that there were some issues today. Action, yeah.
Practice action.
Yes.
Practice.
Lady K, why don't you tell us about it?
Well, the practice session today's had a couple of bumps and fallouts. One was Ryan Newman's engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said his
Yes.
bottom end fell out.
Yeah, I
hate that when that happens.
I asked Ryan about it tonight because, of course, being a Tony Stewart fan, I said, Ryan, did they figure out what the problem was? And he said, yeah, it was something in the bottom half. And then he said, do you know what that is? And I said, well, Ryan, all I know is that I don't want you passing my guy in turn 2 again like you did last year. And then he looked at my T-shirt, which of course is Tony Stewart, and he said, well, last lap, whatever happens.
That's
happens.
right. Whatever
right.
happens, happens.
If you ask your boss, who cares?
That's right.
Just
Talk to
make
Jimmy
sure-
Johnson about that
Yeah,
one.
Jimmy
Make
Johnson
sure
got
that
over that
the
real
engine's
fast.
Yeah, he
sold
did.
out and everybody is safe, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're really
so-
gonna know what's going on with that engine until they get it back to the shop.
Right.
But-
Yeah.
So
Tear
that
apart.
happened with Ryan Newman. Then we had a little tangly
Little skirmish.
Yes.
with the number 55 and the 26, Waltrip and McMurray, who was
Yeah.
throwing really strong laps.
At the shootout.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was really, yeah, he had a good run at the shootout.
Yes, he did.
And Waltrip is going to a backup.
Yes, he
Yeah.
is. Jamie Mack, we don't think
Because
you're going. We
Waltrip
don't
was
know,
throwing
but-
some really strong laps at early practice.
Throwing them?
He was
Was he
throwing
throwing
them.
down?
Throw
Throwing it down, man. He was throwing it down.
All right.
And then Jamie Mack
man
had to
has won
tangle,
twice,
or he
yeah.
had whoever tangled. But
Anyhow.
Mac Murray is not going to a backup just yet.
Not
Okay,
not
so
yet.
we'll see what happens
Not yet.
tomorrow.
Right.
All right. Okay.
So
Next up.
Lady B, what you got for us? Hey, wake up! Woohoo! All right. Let's talk about Daytona and the repaving of
Yeah.
Daytona.
Oh, okay, yeah, the repaving of Daytona. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It hasn't been repaved since 1978. And when asked, they said, is it because, is this a money deal? And they're like, well, it's going to cost $20 million, but no, really has nothing to do with money. Has really nothing to do with the track itself. But when NASCAR and Goodyear say repave, they said that's all we needed to hear.
Yeah, so they're repaving,
They're
so
gonna repave. Now, we
not
don't
sure
know
what that's
when,
going to do.
If
Do
it's
you
going to
think-
happen before the Firecracker 400 or not. We know it's not going to happen before Sunday.
There ain't no Firecracker 400. no
Okay,
way.
Richard Petty and me, we call it the Firecracker 400.
Yeah, okay,
But I
sorry.
want to know if Goodyear gives money if they tell you to repave now. Here's some money too.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is, if you looked at those cars during the Bud shootout, I mean, they were jumping and bumping all over the
Yeah.
place.
Do you
Yes,
think it
they
was
were.
the pavement doing that?
I think it was the drivers
I think it's a
behind the wheel.
combination.
There's a lot of
I
dips
think
in that
Yeah.
speedway.
Well, it's a combination of the tire compound
I
with the Speedway.
Well,
I don't
all
think it's the pavement
All
the
I
whole
have
way.
to say is that,
What?
again, Matt Kenseth is my pick, and he was second fastest in practice today. Word.
I do think a Ford's going to
Anyhow.
pull it out until Jamie Mack, tangled with Waltrip. My money was on Jamie Mack.
I don't think it's going to
Yeah.
be Fords. They didn't work together during the Bud shootout at all, so forget it.
Look, did
You
any-
say, Lady
did any
K.
of us pick
She
Ryan
got that
Newman
whiskey
last
cigarette
year?
breath.
Okay.
We don't know who's going to
Well,
win.
it's either Jamie Mack or it's going to be Tony Stewart.
And it's going to be a Chevy.
It's going to be
people.
Matt Kenseth. Word.
I feel like
Hey.
I'm going to finally see Tony
I'm
Stewart
telling you,
win
number 17, winner
and make
circle.
her
I'm
relax.
telling you, if Tony Stewart wins, I will be passed out up there.
Yeah, okay, anyway.
All right, well,
All right,
let's
so
tell
moving
you
on.
now.
So that's our day's events here in Daytona. So again, the Partners for Paws event, you absolutely need to go to. It's the best thing you could possibly
Great-
do on a Wednesday
great
night here in
fun.
Daytona. So be sure to catch us at racetrackladies.com. Follow us on Twitter. We are keeping you updated on everything we're doing. And we'll check you tomorrow with our dualies.
Bye.
Bye.